Buongiorno, oggi facciamo le scalini. Per le uova, un po' di sale, 6 cucchiai di olio, e GMS farina. Rompiamo l'uovo.
So she's mixing the 6 eggs, whisking them up, and then she's going to add a little bit of salt in there then. And she's going to add the 6 tablespoons of oil. So this is, again, it's called Scalilli, another southern Italian baking, where again they used what they had on the farm because they couldn't go out and buy things. So the eggs from the chickens and the flour from the wheat they grew on the farm. La roba, that's what they called the farm. And then they'd have some honey. We also need honey and oil because we're going to fry these up and then coat them with honey after we roll them. So into this she's going to start adding the flour. And she wants to get a consistency there of just not a soft dough, but a medium dough, something that's not too sticky, so that when you roll it out, you know, it's not sticking to the counter. So we'll do that much for you, and then we'll show you what the dough is like. Come on. So we put in 1.5 cups of flour and just whisked it in with the rest. And now you need to use your hands to really mix up the next 1.5 cups. So that's what we're doing here. So now we added 3 cups of flour. We didn't add the other half. And we're just going to roll it out on the counter and just add a little bit here and there as we're rolling it, just to get a nice dough for rolling out. So here she is rolling it, and she poked her finger in, and so, you know, that's kind of what it should be like. We want to get all the lumps out, all the lumps of flour. And we're going to start cutting it here, and you'll see what we do to make the scalini. So there's various little shapes that we make, and the first one that we're going to make is a braid. So we'll be making the braid, and then we'll do just the various different ones that we do. You want to roll it out so it's fairly thin, because we're going to deep fry it in oil, and then that's when they really pop up. So the braid is the first one. So what I've done is I've gotten a tablecloth too, because until we're ready to fry them, you want to keep them, you know, so they don't get too dry. So now what Nana has is she's just got one of those little pastry rollers. Kind of makes a nice little design there. And she's just weaving it. And there's our first one, our first braid. So while she's braiding them, she doesn't want to braid them too tight. And just a nice little loose braid. We've made these every year. Okay, so now we're just going to make kind of like a ribbon type of thing. So she just cut it in pie shape form. And she put a little hole in the middle, and then she's just pulling it through the hole, and there we have like a nice little ribbon. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make some bones. So you want to roll it out and fairly roll it out and then just flatten it out a bit. Everyone has their own different ways of doing it. And then you cut it, and then just do a little cut on each end, and we call those ones bones. So now we're going to make circles. So she just rolled it out a little bit. Now she's cut them up, and then let's cut them up, and she's going to make a little circle here, and then put some cuts all around it. Our bows, and our braids. So now we're just going to do a simple flat one. Okay, so now we're getting ready to fry the scalilli, and you'll notice we've got a big pan here, and it's probably got about an inch and a half or 2 inches of oil. And what you do is you put the scalilli in, and then it starts to bubble, and you just deep fry them. Doesn't take long, and then you just let them brown a little bit basically, and then you flip them over so they do the other side. Oh, it's getting a little brown.
You could turn them again if you like.
And you could, turn them over as many times as you need. So now what we're going to do is we've put some honey in a frying pan here, and we're going to take the scalilli and we're going to honey them. And then after they're honeyed, I'm going to put them in this crock pot here. It's a fantastic pot. So then once we have them in the pot, the crock pot, we'll sprinkle them. A little bit of candied sprinkles. And we'll continue doing that until the pot's full. And there you have it. Scalilli made by Nana. Dice Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.